like every indie kid on Twitter just now. But hello, I'm Liam the music reviewer, and today we're going to be talking about the new Soccer Mummy LP Clean. Soccer Mummy is a Nashville singer-songwriter. She's been rocking this whole kind of chill but sad vibe on her Bandcamp for quite a wee while now. She's had two biggish projects along with some smaller ones. The two bigger ones coming from 2016 and 2017 for Young Hearts and Collection, which were both solid projects. They kind of hinted towards her being a musician with a lot of potential, and I feel like on Clean she's realised this a fair bit. If I'm being perfectly honest, I didn't really expect much from this album going into it, and I've walked out just thoroughly impressed with it. Still Clean just sets the tone perfectly. This whole album kind of focuses on romance and past love, but every song seems to take it from a different perspective, a different angle, and this one's more kind of just like coming to terms with it. And just as it goes on, it like starts off fairly simple and then it starts to blossom a bit more. There's this really somber yet catchy chorus about how Soccer Mummy was just what this person wanted only for a little while. Is like a lot of lyrics on here very simple. She manages to capture the complexity of emotions in a situation in such a very simple way. She just does it so well. It's one of like her biggest attributes, and especially the sound mix on here, I have to kind of like commend it as well. The second instance of the chorus on here, it's spliced with a really rough demo and makes everything a bit more mono, and oh god, it works in this song's favour. It's one of the kind of like my favourite moments from the album in general. Just starts it off incredibly well, and cool's about the whole cool girl stereotype that you've probably seen in like every movie ever made, where it's just, as Soccer Mummy puts it, this eat you whole, treat you like a toy kind of girl, that she just wants to be just this girl that doesn't let herself be fragile. And as the song kind of goes on, there's this kind of like reeling tape sound effect that kind of like hints back towards that whole movie thing that I was talking about, because the next track, Your Dog, kind of juxtaposes it. Soccer Mummy said in an interview with NME how she feels like being vulnerable isn't a bad thing, like to be kind of like have your emotions out there isn't a bad thing at all. It's more when somebody like treats you like you're worthless. And on here, yeah, she just has a bit of disdain for this person in general. She's swearing and everything, how this person just kind of just treats her like no better than like a show dog or something like that, just to kind of like impress people around her, but it doesn't actually treat her like a true partner. You can really feel that just like I say, that disdain for this person over just these really simple instrumentals, as well as this resonating twangy guitar. And that's what I have to say about a lot of this album. It's about 10 tracks long, 30 minutes. It's very tight, and you may expect a kind of like a bedroomy pop project to kind of start to wear thin at points, but that's never the case. Nearly every song on here incorporates this new element that just makes it like a treat to listen to, especially what I say about the whole thematic thing about how it's always about romance, but there's always just like a kind of more fresh angle to it where it never feels like, okay, she's still not over this person, or boohoo kind of thing. Like, it just, that's the whole album in general for me. Just like it constantly like just rejuvenates itself. It's just very, very fresh. There's like maybe something like Skin where they kind of incorporate some glockenspiel on the final song. It's kind of like that southern Nashville vibe. And on Blossom, which is very aptly titled, it starts to progress after being very simple for the first half, where you just get this kind of like bass and reverb as it starts to kind of fade away. All these elements and moments are all interesting, but none of them are as interesting as Scorpio Rising, which is easily the best track on this entire album, and I would go as far as saying it's the best track that Soccer Mummy has came out with so far. It's about this person that Soccer Mummy's with. She just feels like they're just being kind of like unfaithful. They're like going after this person that is bubbly and sweet as Coca-Cola, she puts it, and just the way that she just has this affection for this person so strongly that she's so in denial about it. There's nothing she wants more than to be with them. It's just so depressing to hear it. There's a lot of heartbreak feeling. It does feel like it comes from a very personal place, and just as it gets to the end, it just becomes very kind of grandiose, and then just starts to utterly aptly fall apart with this kind of static coming in. It's just one of my favourite tracks of this year so far, and it's definitely the best moment on this album for me. Is there anything that this album could do better? You could maybe argue that thematically you'd want it to be more diverse, but as I've said, the way that it goes about exploring love and romance, I feel like there's different angles to it where it never feels like it's starting to get bland. It's always, as I say, it gets kind of fresh. The only thing that I don't like about this album is the interlude. I just feel like it's a bit of a waste, it's a bit of filler. It doesn't go on nearly long enough for it to become like a major problem, but it does stop it from being a truly great album for me. But as I've said, this is a debut album that I had very low expectations for. I've never really been blown away by Soccer Mummy as of yet, but now I totally have. Clean is just such a great album. I'm feeling a solid, strong 8 on this. I'd love to know what you guys are thinking about this. If you haven't listened to it yet, then definitely go ahead and do so. I've been Liam the Music Reviewer. Stay hydrated, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.